Back at it. One Crack News. Subscribe. Hit the like button. You already know what time it is. Now, word to Uncle Irv. These clowns, boy, I tell you. These clowns will try at nothing to try to stop me. If you're not a Patreon member, you will not know what I'm talking about. My Patreons know, because they've actually seen the content. The Anthony Davis boxing video, YouTube wouldn't let me post it, so I put it on the Patreon. My academics video, I premiered it early on my Patreon so my Patreons can see it. But YouTube, well, they said something's wrong with the video. Now, yesterday, they tried to go and tamper with my Jalen Rose video and tried to say it was saying something about some aggressive language, just completely non-truth, just factual stuff. I mean, non-factual stuff that was just thrown up on the screen. A total fabrication. And saying, oh, well, sometimes computers make mistakes. Why would the computer make a mistake right there? Why would it go back to do that? Okay. And then, why come, or how come, whenever certain people's names are tagged, we start to see there's a whole big difference in how the algorithms work in a negative way. See, these clowns act like I just got here. There is no coinky dink. I've been here since 2005. So therefore, I know this game front and back. There's nothing I haven't seen. They keep trying and they keep losing. Now, this was a good front that they tried to win. And it just wasn't good enough. Just wasn't good enough. They tried to portray all of these different adjectives, all of these different distractions and tactics because they're mad they lost. They lost. And the reason they mad they lost is because they now realize it's over. They're done. So they can't play with you anymore when they know how, damn, can't beat this guy. How can I beat a guy that beat me? I can't beat that. So they run away and they hide behind the scenes and try to do all these dirty tactics behind the scenes like you don't know it's them. Clowns, you will never prevail. You see, I don't stand in the way of your success because your failures will be your own, not me. See, that's how I operate. When you make it or fail, will be your own demise. It don't have to come from me. So you could keep faking it till you make it. All you want. But when we see everything in black and white, it ain't adding up. Well, me, I have a different philosophy. I don't attach myself to anything that's beneath me. I move with my own energy. Now, on the Patreon, we are having people fill it out the right way this time. Last time they weren't. They was giving out the home address, everything. I'm like, what are you doing? We didn't ask for all that. So, yes, we will be finding jobs for people. That should be tomorrow. We should be tackling that tomorrow, sometime tonight. But this is why you didn't see a video from me for such a long period of time. A lot of people's like, man, Carcino, you ain't say nothing about LeBron. You did my LeBron video out now, and it's on Patreon. But if you was on Patreon, you got more information than anybody on YouTube. Because YouTube, every time they don't take my video or something, I put it on the Patreon. And I still got to do episode 6 for the Michael Jackson. I ain't forgot. It's just that it's hard to tell it without that scene. You know, I need that scene to be in there. So 5 was so epic. It was like, how do you top 5? Oh, buddy, y'all ain't seen the rest of it yet. It's finna get even more crazy. Gonna blow your mind. But Michael Jackson's estate, you know, they kind of intervened. Now, sound quality is back. I know, right? Well, I tried to help him out as much as possible. Mm. Yeah. What's up, John? Oh, yeah, I got a lot of videos on Carcino for Life. They just hadn't, YouTube was playing with the thing again because people were sending in fake takedowns. Good morning. They were sending fake takedown notifications, the whole nine. So, long story short, the Jalen Rose video got approved, of course. Like, good news. We reviewed it again, and it's monetized again. Yay. It's like, cut this. Wasn't nothing wrong with it the first place. You're just trying to stop it. because they didn't understand why people kept going back watching the video. The last live stream we did, that everything was working, well, to a degree, is when we talked about the new rules of the league. Once we did that, they tried to show their power. Right, they try to show their power and come against everybody. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I get on them. I make them work. Now, we have many different people and many different aspects that comes around and start this undoubtedly pulling every little tactic they can and tampering. They did it so much that the very fabric of everything that was built on something or on top of something was destroyed. So now it's all about picking and choosing who we want to make revenue and who we don't. But when you've already earned your stripes, it's up to you to screw that up. And so every little loophole they try, they can't seem to find a way to get me out of my position. They want it so bad to do, but they can't. And they've been struggling to do that. Instead of letting the real be the real. Because I abide by the rules and I don't bend or break them. I'll beat them at their own game. Now, the way I see it, the whole world is in a free flux, right? The whole world is spinning. Everyone is turned upside down, turned around, whatever you want to call it. That's the way they are. Everything's spinning. And everybody's trying to pivot to see what's that viral moment that's going to pull them out the ditch. Like when I first started YouTube, copyright violations. I didn't even know what a copyright violation was at that time. I'm like, I am not showing the whole episode. I'm giving my commentary on it. That wasn't allowed. It was an automatic strike. Stuff back then that is seen today would not have been the norm. It would have never, ever been seen as a copyright violation. Well, that's because everyone seems to be caught into this unrealistic guide of the world that we have. Like, if you look at the economic structure, right? Black folks keep voting Democratic, right? Why do they vote for the Democrats? Because Democrats vote for federal aid, right? We're going to give you more government money. We're going to make you more non-self-sufficient and more dependent on the government to send you a check. And you know what they say? Oh man, they giving us some money, Joe. And they want the money. With that little bit of money that's not going to do really too much of nothing for you, you're not going to advance in life. You're not going to have a chance. But you keep voting for them. Then they promise you all these things that you're never going to get. You help them get in and you watch everybody around get their plate. And you sit around and they say, well, we're going to reduce student loans. You're like, I ain't go to school. What the hell? We wasn't in school. What's student loan? Well, that's what you want. Just like you said, Jordans and some Popeyes chicken. He should come out there like a cut a deal with Nike and Popeyes. We're going to be giving away Jordans. We're going to be giving away chicken. Come on down, darkies. Jordan chicken with your vote. You buying the vote. No, we know. We're encouraging people to vote no matter who they vote for. Come on down, Jordan chicken. Right. Next thing you know, you got Jordans and Popeyes everywhere. I'm not lying. These people will destroy. They will stop at nothing to get elected. And once they're in there, they don't need you no more for about 4 years or 2 years. As long as they keep you separated from unifying with your people, you'll never know anything. You'll never know what's going on. You won't follow it. You'll be stuck in the Tomorrowland. Lost. Behind the latest technology. I remember I had to teach my grandfather how to use the DVD player. And I'm like, it's just like the VCR. See, that's play, that's fast forward, that's rewind. So I had to teach him how to use that. Because he didn't want to get left behind in the latest technology. Nobody does. I can never sit still and stream. Well, I'm progressive. I like to multitask. So I can talk to y'all while I'm actually getting my work in. Getting my steps. Pop, 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 pop. Now, instead of going to bank for a loan, Most of you have a job and won't go to your credit union. Why is that? You would get more going to a credit union. Instead of buying all these clothes and all these shoes, hoping that talking about this is your investment. Okay. How many years you think you have to wait for that investment to turn into a profit? Since they're an investment. And then if they're an investment, why are you wearing them? That's going to depreciate the value of the shoe. So I don't understand your shoe philosophy of getting rich. Well, yeah, you have to know someone in the military who could get you an account. See, me, I already have military family, so Navy Federal savings account will do a lot more for you. Now, let's start to take a look at some of the variables. Here are some of the variables. See, many of the people who claim they understand or they get it, or, oh, I see where you're going with this. You're right. This is what it is. No, it isn't. It's the same old broken record. Why do you keep getting played? And by playing yourself, try to see how much money you could save in a year. And if you can only save $1,200, at least you were able to save $1,200. And I'm quite sure you guys have the ability to save a lot more. If you stop buying things you don't need to have. Set yourself up to where you could save $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And once you could do that, or even 2,000, you start looking back at how much you spend on things you don't need for a whole year and see where you wind up. Take that money, put it in a CD. You know why? Because that's money you don't need. That's money that was extra. That's money you don't, just think of it as it's gone. Okay? Put that money in a CD, leave it there. Start continuously saving. So you have to create good habits for yourself. Once you start saving this money, and I'm quite sure you can save more than $2,000 in a year, but more you saving, at the end of the year, see how much you have. Roll that into a CD until you know what you want to do with your money. You're not going to lose money on the CD. Stop it. Roll that into a CD in the bank, not a compact disc. Go to a bank, get you a CD, and leave that money. You don't know that money. You ain't seen that money. You won't know parts of that money. The longer you let it sit, the more it's going to be earning for you. EFT's a little dicey. You got to know what you're doing. Exactly. People who have a spending addiction, it is hard. This is why you have to learn to try to fix that addiction with another addiction. See, your problem is addiction. See, people are addicted to things. Some people have different vices. It'd be drugs, it'd be drinking, it'd be gambling. It could be women. But your problem is addiction. So if you have an addictive personality, you have to shift your addictions. Make your addiction shift to exercise. Get addicted to that. Get addicted to reading books. Get addicted to starting businesses, and addicted to doing the positive things. You need positive addictions. So you have to switch those addictions. Yeah. Well, the more you think about it, the more you get in the game. Right now, y'all not in the game. You got to get in the game. The game is passing you by. You want to be a person the game passes by, or you want to be a person that's trying to get in the game. If I had to work a 9 to 5 every day that I die and didn't try to do anything to further myself, then I'm the fool. I'm the fool. I've wasted my time. Wasted my life not trying. And I'm not talking a get rich quick scheme. You ever heard those people come to you, hey, you give me 500 and then at the end of the month you get 2,500, and then you can tell somebody else they get in 500, and then at the end of the month then you take 500 from here, and then you got 2,500. Just keep putting in 500. I'm like, hey, morning. You just do that one time, and everybody else, why would you want to be involved? I'm like, do I got to go out and recruit people? Yeah, I don't want to do it. Because that's consistent of you having to go out and constantly recruit people. Constantly recruit, constantly recruit. And if y'all don't hit the quota, guess what? Your pyramid falls down. Stop believing somebody's going to give you something for nothing. Oh, during the pandemic, they ran this scam. This goes back to doing Boxing Socialist with Sean. When we was working with Sean and we was doing Boxing Socialist heavy back then, writing articles, and we had to submit them. And we would take our articles and everybody would submit them to Phil Boxing. Now, the reason that we would submit it to Phil Boxing, because Phil Boxing was the major hub at that time for boxing articles. I mean, everybody would put their articles there because Filipinos, they love basketball and boxing. So the numbers would jump through the roof. Now, they have what they call the portal. And when they get to their Phil Boxing portal, once it's there, boom, your numbers can shoot up for the day. One article can have you straight for the entire universe as far as clicks, hits, everything. It's just circulating. So now, with all of this talent that's going on and all this Mayweather and Pacquiao noise, they're not taking any anti-Manny Pacquiao stuff. And we had a whole bunch of that in our articles. And they didn't want to take it. They took some of Floyd Mayweather's stuff, but not all of it. And then some people's stuff was taken and it wasn't. And all of a sudden, they didn't take our stuff for like a whole day or whatever, 2 days, 3 days. They're not obligated to take any of it. It's their choice. Or if they want to put it on their portal or not. So fairness, they don't have to be fair if they don't want to. It's their choice. Sean was pretty upset about that. Like, they took somebody else's stuff and they ain't take ours. So right away, boom, they blow up. They go ballistic. Right? So the fact that they go ballistic over this whole thing, they had a guy from the left on another boxing site. Another guy got in and started talking to Sean, and he went through the same thing, so they got mad together. Sean is somebody who reacts and just, without thought, just go. So right away, Sean goes and makes his own portal and said, we gonna make our own portal and put our stuff out. Yeah. The other guy's pumping him up because he's right with him. Nobody's thought about anything before it even came across to me. As soon as it comes to me, I was like, so you're just gonna create a portal, right? And that's it. That's it. That's your play to win. Create the portal. Okay. What's your big plan now, champ? Because what is the goal of us sending the info? I'm trying to get him to figure it out. I love to do that, to get them to get to where you already are. I said, what is the goal of us sending the articles over to Phil Boxing? So they would take it, we would get the hits, and it would build up the page, the actual page, right? That's the key. So now we just created a portal, right? And now instead of sending it to them, we're gonna send it up to the portal we created, right? So he's like, yeah, Because now we got our portal. So now we don't need them. We just got our portal. We got a portal now. So he's like, anybody can put their stuff over here. I'm like, yeah, but where are the people? You see? Now you get it? You created a portal. Don't nobody know about it. So now you got to promote this portal, and you're trying to do the website. So now you got two things to do instead of the one thing you had to do. There's no people there. So you have a portal that's not going to get anything. So soon he began to figure that out, and the plan began to land that the problem was he didn't have it. I mean, he just created another situation that wasn't the answer. Canelo's gonna win the Charlo fight. No questions about it. Canelo's gonna hurt him. Yep. I know. I already got videos for days lined up to go. And my boy T done already beat me to watching Mission Impossible. This dude don't go to the movies at all. Like, last movie he probably saw was Batman versus Superman. Soon as Tom Cruise come out, he's at the theater. He's talking about going again today. Mm-hmm. Nope. Absolutely. Whew. We keep the motivation focused. Whew. Going forward. That's how you gotta move. Can't let the clowns bring you down. While everybody was asleep, I was working. While everybody working, I'm working. While everybody going to dinner, I'm asleep. Then when they get home and ready for recreation, I'm woke and I'm back working. That's how the process is. That's right. Don't forget, if you ain't on screen thing, go over there and sign up for the membership. Because when we start doing the giveaways, I don't want nobody to miss out. We got interviews. We're gonna have all that coming for you. straight like that. Yeah, it's 2 words, screen thing. I'm passed out from walking? I don't think so. I've walked 40 minutes since y'all been on here. I think I'm passing out. I've been walking for about a half hour before I even went live. So I'm nice and ready. Another day in my beautiful neighborhood. Saying kudos to y'all for now. As I'm running across the street. I ran into Sesame yesterday. All right. Besides this one. So whatever you did that has some profanities in it or something that YouTube does not stand for. And probably wasn't submitted to myself because of it. Now, thanking you